Batter up! It is all about baseball on the show today. We're here at Canal Park in Akron, but we're taking you all over Northeast Ohio to celebrate the all-American sport. We even have hot dogs, peanuts, and popcorn. I promise we won't strike out. New Day Cleveland starts right now.
Welcome to New Day Cleveland, and here I am with my microphone just like a television announcer for Major League Baseball. And when you talk about baseball in Cleveland, the Guardians, that's all about baseball, isn't it?
Yeah, we own the summer. This is the place to be during the summer months, and we've done a lot of beautification to this place. I mean, opened in 1994, 31st season, believe it or not, and we are lucky to have this jewel of a ballpark.
You aren't kidding. Think about those kids that come here for the very first time and they walk into the park. You see it on TV, it's one thing, but when you walk in here, you're walking into, well, it's magical, isn't it?
It is magical, and we have a lot of different areas at Progressive Field that are tailored to different fan demographics. So whether we have our family deck or we have the longtime season tickler that can sit behind home plate, it's about reaching all ages.
You remember that time, first time you got a hot dog and a Coke at the ballpark?
The old stadium, absolutely, on the lake. It was special.
That's changed a little bit. There's about more items we get now. It gets more magical for food, doesn't it?
Yeah, and think about those days. You come in, you sat down in your seat and you watch the game. Now people want to be socializing. That's why we have all these great social spaces here at Progressive Field.
And don't forget, there's still peanuts and Cracker Jacks and all that stuff, popcorn, right?
That's what it's all about, and apple pie.
And
I don't know if we serve it, but that's Americana, right?
Well, it's about the Guardians, it's about baseball, it's about the magic of baseball. So at this point in time, we say,
go
play
Guards!
Ball!
And play ball!
I'll tell you, when I think of baseball, I think of hot dogs, right? And you don't have to go to the ballpark to get a great hot dog. We're here at Cuyahoga Falls at Doodle DriveIn, and I'm so excited to be here because it's not just for us, it's for the dogs too. My friend Augie and I are gonna have a little fun pigging out on some delicious food today. How's that sound to you? It sounds good to me. So I'm gonna come up, because they make it so simple for you. You can order inside, or you can order right at the window outside here. Misty, I've been hearing wonderful things. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm ready to do some ordering if that's okay with you. Can I see that menu?
Here's a menu for you.
So we have things for me and for the pooches, right?
You got it.
All right, so that Swiss and mushroom burger looks really good. We'll go with one of those.
Okay.
But I also came for the dog, so I'm gonna get the Coney dog if that's okay with you.
Not a problem.
And I can't forget my little friend. So
never.
Let's go with the hangry husky for him. That nice chicken. Here's your menu back. Let's go wait for our food. Everything looks amazing. I know this is for my friend Augie outside. This is for the pooch, so we're gonna save that. Although it's all human grade here, the food that you give the dogs, right?
It is. So that one is just gonna be a little bit of romaine lettuce, and then we just cook the grilled chicken breasts.
And I noticed when I looked at that menu, which I thought was really cool, all these puppy bites. You have doodle chips, you have the puff of fluffs, a doodle cup. It's more of a dessert for them?
It is, so it's more of like a puppy sundae.
Gotcha. But he's got the hangry husky here. So we'll save that for him. I gotta talk about the Coney dog. Is this one of your most popular?
The Coney dog is. So we make our Coney sauce from scratch here, and then we add a little bit of mustard, and then sweet diced onions on top.
Yummy. And I hear that the burgers, although we love the dogs, the burgers are a huge hit.
The burgers are probably more popular than the hot dogs currently, only because we do hand patty our burgers and we make our own mix in-house. And then when it comes to the Swiss and mushroom, we make our own mushroom mix as well.
Now here's what else I love about this. So the dogs I know can't come inside unless they're a service dog. But for us humans, especially the kids, you make this an interactive space for them. So it's not just about waiting for food. They get to do some fun things while they're here.
Absolutely. So one of the things I wanted to bring is that community environment and being able to socialize. So you're allowed to draw us a photo, and then we, hang it on the wall, or
I love the wall.
So along with, doodling us an actual photo, I do supply coloring books with actual crayons and markers, board games, card games, anything to just have fun and to allow people to laugh.
And with the weather being, when it's nice, you have that huge patio space out there for the dogs to go and enjoy their food, correct? Mm-hmm. How many tables do you have out there?
There are 32 picnic tables just in the fenced-in area alone, and then I think I have about 6 more down on the lower area.
And if you want to come in and just do the drive-in part, you can just drive up and they take your order outside as well?
Absolutely. So Car Hop is more of like a full service. So we go out, hand you a menu, take your order, bring you all of your items.
You can't beat this place. Let me tell you, Misty, thank you for having me in here. I gotta try the dog, right?
You have to.
But as soon as I'm done trying the dog, I have to go to my other dog friend and give him his food. So let me bite, and then I'm gonna take his out in too. Wow. That's a really good dog. All right, Augie, I didn't forget about you, my little friend. Look what I got you. Oh, see, the puppies love it too. Doodle DriveIn here in Cuyahoga Falls on Steele's Corner Road. You can't miss it, and the dogs are gonna love it. I think I made his day.
You can show your love of the game all year long thanks to a local maker who turns baseball mitts into one-of-a-kind items. Check it out, it's Game Day Feels.
Game Day Feels is a lot of stuff, but it's all about the feelings around the sports. We do a bunch of upcycled goods where we take old baseball gloves and make them into wallets. We take new baseball glove lace and make it into bracelets for good mementos to have with sayings you can engrave on it, to signs that we do for the National Baseball Hall of Fame that are a lot of the old guys from the 80s and 90s that we loved and grew up with. The Game Day Feels, what started that company was a bracelet on baseball glove lace where you can engrave anything you want on it. It could be sports themed, but it could be really anything. We want you to be the creative one on it, so you can go on the website, you can put different emojis on it, you can say whatever you want. You can even put a secret message on the back of it that's just for the person that you're buying it for. So it's very customizable. It's just a cool leather bracelet. So we also do keychains and lanyards. And then we have a license with the National Baseball Hall of Fame where we can do, I'm a 90s guy, so I grew up with Cal Ripken, Ken Griffey Jr., Jim Thome, all those guys, those amazing Hall of Famers, and we have access to do making products with those guys where we do coasters, magnets, keychains, signature signs, and jersey signs, and all this stuff. So when you go to Cooperstown, if you ever get there, it's amazing. You could see our stuff in their team shop, which is really neat. Baseball and football are my 2 favorite sports. So for me, having the Football Hall of Fame so close and being a local guy that sells product to the Pro Football Hall of Fame is awesome. I try to stay pretty true to the era that they played in. It started out of just pure fun and love of the game. Owning a business has always been my dream. It's something that I've always wanted to do. I didn't know that this was going to be it. It started out of a hobby and it just evolved from there. We moved into our house about 5 years ago, and I love that it had this, it's like almost 900 square foot shop. And I said, this is it. This is where we're gonna build the company out of. It's a small shop, but we get a ton of work done out of here. It's me creating it with my wife and some employees and stuff like that now. This is kind of like what we're known for with this product is the signatures. Sports is part of our DNA. It's our family. My dad played college baseball. I played baseball growing up. My brother, everybody, my grandfather. My parents were at every single game of mine. Whether I was playing or not, they were there rooting me on. My dad was my coach. He was my T-ball coach, my Little League coach, all through junior high school and stuff like that. So he was always there. And now I have a 6-year-old son, and we have 2 3-month-old twins. And I just got to coach our 6-year-old son, Beckett, in T-ball last year. And it was like full circle. My dad and my mom came to their game. We got photos together. So this is real passion for me, that I get to get up every day and make this product. That I know that if 13-year-old Brad was right here and I told him, dude, we get to make really awesome stuff for the National Baseball Hall of Fame and football and our 2 favorite sports, I think you'd be pretty happy with where we're at right now.
we're swinging for the fences. Still to come, where you can score a one-of-a-kind bat, and the local spot giving you a chance to step up to the plate. Everyone's heard of the Louisville Slugger, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, what's the other slugger that's so famous around here?
Johnnyville.
The Johnnyville Slugger. Check this out. Is that pretty cool or what? Hey, so you've been doing this, what, 15 years?
15 years now.
Yeah, 15 years we're at the old arcade. And I know something about this guy because this guy did me a favor one time, and here's my own personal Johnnyville Slugger. Look at that. Is that lovely? Class of 67.
Right.
I gotta tell you, you walk in here and you get more memories than just like seeing your name on a bat. You walk here, it's like a museum in here.
Yeah.
What did it start like to turn into this after what, 11 years?
Actually, you can go back into when I started in the barn. I had a barn on my property, and you know, with the wife, you don't want to, you bring stuff into the house that she goes, no, I don't want that in here. Well, if you have a barn and it's your barn, you can hang anything up.
Doggone right. I love this rack back here. We had all these different crazy looking bats here.
Right.
So how do you come up with the designs and who inspires you to do it?
Well, it appears like there's so much to take in, but historically it has two logos on the front with a guy's name, but with all the colors and designs and how good the engraving and all that's fabulous. But at the end of the day, this is what I do. I take your handwritten message and I engrave that on the back of the bat. It turns it into an instant heirloom.
So Dad's got this for Joe.
Yep, he got it for his son.
That is great. Hey, somebody comes in here, they talk to you, and they want to put something like this together. Do they come into the Fifth Street Arcade and you can't get rid of them because you walk around here and you look at the walls?
Right.
I mean, every 5 square inches is a new story.
Right. It absolutely is. I say things come in and nothing goes out.
That should be in the Rock Hall.
Once I determine it, I like it, it doesn't go out. It has to stay here because everything in here has some meaning to me. And there's gifts from my buddies. There's stories of every little nook and I like it when the guys come in.
Yeah.
There's, everybody wants to do the quick transition, send me an email. But I'm at this stage in my life where I'd much rather meet the guys, come in, bring their kid, whatever. It doesn't matter. Bring that. I'd rather have that personal experience. And then Batman, because I was sitting there with my wife the other day. She was asking me how much longer. I'm 63 now, and she was asking me how much longer I'm going to do it. And I said, given my good health, I said 25 more years.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm good for 88.
I don't know if you're going to find more space in here. You got a beautiful workshop over there.
Right.
You got this display of bats. What are the pegs in the map of the world?
That's where everybody who's bought a bat has come to me, and they fill in their names that have bought bats, and it's all over the world.
Well, here's the problem. You don't have to rush to get in here, but I'll tell you one thing. You're not going to rush to leave because there's too many great, cool things to see.
Right. Awesome.
And you.
Thank you, Mr. Wass. Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
It is officially time to play ball. If you are a baseball or a softball fan, I have found a new place that you definitely need to check out. I'm here at dbat in Middleburg Heights. Lisa Hirsch, one of the owners, and Lisa, I feel like I am in baseball heaven right now.
Great, you came to the right place.
You guys opened up in 2019. Tell everyone what it is you do.
Okay, so here at dbat, we are a baseball and softball training facility. We work with everybody from ages 5 to 85. We offer camps, clinics, lessons, birthday parties, you name it, we do it. And all these kids get ready for their baseball season.
I mean, this is incredible. You mentioned from ages 5 and up. That's something when you played baseball as a kid, maybe you thought, as I get older, I can't do it, but you're proving everyone wrong.
Yep, and we have a whole facility full of people that will prove them wrong too.
All right, so I want to check in with some of the people that enjoy training here. Do you think we can do that?
We can.
And do you think later I can maybe hop in one of the cages?
Absolutely.
All right, let's check it out. All right, so when they say kids of all ages, they aren't kidding you guys. I am here with my friends dbat, and this is Mikey. And Mikey, I heard you got a really amazing hit just a few minutes ago. Why do you love coming here?
Because I am like baseball.
You like baseball? And how old are you?
6.
You're 6. Are you going to be a professional baseball player one day?
Yeah.
You are? I love. What position?
Probably 3rd.
Probably 3rd. I used to play 3rd base, so that's a good one. Are you going to be a baseball player too?
Maybe.
What's your name?
May.
May. And what do you love about dbat?
I love making new friends, playing fun activities, and everything is fun.
All right, and I have to talk to some of the other people in the back. What's your name?
Lexi.
Lexi, how long have you been coming to dbat, and what's your favorite part about being here?
I've been here for 1 year, and my favorite part about here is being able to play softball and all the kind people here.
So we spoke with the rookies, but now it's time to learn from the veterans. I'm here with Bob and Joe, members of the Huff and Puffers. They train right here out of dbat. And Bob, for people who aren't familiar with the Huff and Puffers, when did you guys get established, and what is it that you do?
Well, we cater to seniors that are 60 years old and above. We have over 270 players in our league, 3 divisions. Division 1 is our younger guys and the most competitive. Division 2 is a little older guys and a little less competitive. And then our real senior veterans are in Division 3. And we have 40 guys over 85 years old, and we have 4 or 5 guys right now that are over 90 years old.
So something that I love too, for the people that grew up playing softball or baseball, you tend to think I can only play until a certain time. Joe, why don't you tell everyone your age, if you're okay with doing that?
I'm proud of it. I'm 90 years old.
First of all, I cannot believe you look amazing. I'm getting goosebumps because you look incredible. But I think this is actually a true testament too to finding something that you love, being around people that share that same passion. I mean, this group of guys is just truly incredible.
We're like brothers.
Yeah.
We really are. And we stand behind each other. We have each other's back.
Yeah.
And I just appreciate you playing ball, and it keeps me in shape. My doctor says, Joe, keep doing what you're doing.
I am going to get in those batting cages, all right?
Okay. We want to see that.
Let's see you again.
I will.
Okay.
All right.
Down to the back.
I love that sound, don't you?
I'm drafting her.
I'm going to pull a Babe Ruth. Better not whiff. Yeah. Not quite, baby. That's outside. Hey! I don't want to stop. God, I love this game.
Still to come, baseball in Akron. Natalie takes you to the home of the Rubber Ducks.
I'm back here at Canal Park, where the Akron Rubber Ducks call home, and I have the president and GM, Jim Fander, with me this morning. And thank you for allowing me to do this, to stand on the dugout. I have always wanted to do this. I know it doesn't sound like much, but this means a lot to me right now.
Hey, we're happy to have you up here. This is great. This is a great place to hang out, and I'll tell you what, it's a great place to come for affordable family fun.
It is, and you know what makes it so neat, and for especially those young kids to witness, you have players that either come from the Guardians to rehab down here, or we have players that are playing here and then they get called up.
Yeah, it's so much fun. It's a great relationship with the Cleveland Guardians. You know, we think back to like the 2021 championship series. We had, you know, Will Brennan hit the game-tying home run.
Naylor lines it to right. That wins the championship for the Rubber Ducks.
We had Bo Naylor hitting the championship ceiling walk-off single with the bases loaded. We've seen all these guys here in Akron, and now they're doing great things in Cleveland. And likewise, on the other hand, you've got, you know, these guys doing rehab assignments where they come down from Cleveland to get healthy. And we saw Josh Naylor last year, and he had a great couple of games with us. So It's so much fun because you're right on top of the action.
Yeah.
You get the access with the players, and a lot of times you get to see the players before they make it big going to Cleveland.
Which is the coolest thing, to be honest. And what I love about this place too, you really make it an entire experience. The food. And what's this extreme foods I'm hearing about?
We like to have fun with our food. So it started back in 2011. We had 3 big food items that came out. First is the Screamer, which is a 21 scoop sundae served inside a full-size batting helmet. It's 5 pounds. So you got a brownie base, 21 scoops of ice cream, you got bananas, you got cherries, you got sprinkles, you got the whole works, right? We have the Nice to Meet You burger, which is a 2-pound burger, and we have the 3-dog night. Those are the originals, right? This year, we've taken our game up a couple of notches. So start off with a chicken and waffles. So chicken and waffles, it's a monstrous size sandwich. You've got pimento cheese on one side, you've got habanero jam on the other side, you've got chicken tenders, you've got maple syrup, you've got onion rings. I mean, this is meant to be shared, not to be taken by one person.
I love you explaining this because you get as happy about it as I would. Were you the taste tester at all?
I am the official taste tester, but I have to keep that under wraps, so just keep it between us. It's our secret.
It's our little secret, right? All right, now we're sitting in the spot where I know your promo team really gets in with the fans, gets action going. They're throwing things off of this, right?
That's right. That's what you never know what you're going to catch when you come to the ballpark. Maybe a foul ball, maybe a t-shirt, maybe even a hot dog, but you never know what you're going to have when you come to the ballpark.
You know what else I noticed? The Duck Club up there. How do we get into the Duck Club?
So the Duck Club is part of the different event spaces we have here at the ballpark, kind of a destination within a destination. The Duck Club is great for a climate-controlled space. As you know, during the spring here in Northeast Ohio, you never know what weather you're going to get. Yep. So you've got climate-controlled space. You can have between 60 and 150 people up there.
Wow.
Or you can have it for a game day or a non-game day. We've had birthdays, bar mitzvahs, we've had graduations, you name it, retirement parties. We've had it up there. It's a great place with a great view.
You know, I'm really realizing there's only one area where I think you guys are lacking, and it might be your judgment on who you allow to throw a first pitch. Because for whatever reason, you guys asked me a few years ago to throw a first pitch. Now, it wasn't pretty, but it wasn't terrible either, I guess you could say.
Well, again, we have a new rule now. When we have the first pitch catcher come out, they have to wear that padded catcher's glove because you knocked out our last guy that was trying to catch the first pitch. But a lot of fun.
Far from it. I was a few feet short. At least it was straight.
It was a strike.
I threw it straight.
It was a strike. That's
so it
all
counts
you can do.
for something,
absolutely.
right? It really is. Coming down here, it's like all the troubles go away in the world, right? You just become you become part of this baseball family, and there's just nothing like it.
There's nothing better to do in the best months of weather here in Northeast Ohio. Spending time with those folks who mean the most in your life, your family, your friends, and come out to have fun here at Canal Park.
We appreciate you having us today.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having us.
I gotta try some extreme food.
Here's a great way to learn about the history of baseball. Just go to League Park. It's the location of the Baseball Heritage Museum.
The Baseball Heritage Museum, we got started in 1997. We moved here after the renovations of League Park. We highlight Cleveland baseball, obviously, but also diversity of baseball, the Negro Leagues, women's baseball, Latino baseball. Unfortunately, to get in the major leagues, early 1900s, it was based upon the color of your skin. And those that had darker skin were excluded from Major League Baseball until, of course, Jackie Robinson and our own Larry Doby here that broke the color barrier in 1947. They are amazed at how much we have here, how many artifacts. The Babe Ruth home run ball from 1928 that was hit out here on Lexington Avenue, and it was brought in to be signed by Babe Ruth, and then subsequently in later years was signed by Hall of Famers Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Bob Feller, and others. So a very unique artifact. Here we have exhibited the 1948 Indians Championship, which is still the last championship of the current Cleveland ball team. League Park is significant in that Late 1800s, the Cleveland Spiders played here in the original league park, opened up in 1891, and that was a National League team. They lasted for the decade of the 1890s, and then with the advent of the American League, which the current professional baseball team is, which has gone under several nicknames, starting in 1901, being the Blues, the Broncos, the Naps for Napoleon Lajoie, and then in 1915 became the Indians, and of course with the recent change, now they're the Guardians. If they're interested at all in the history of Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and of baseball, this is where it really got started and was active for professional baseball into the mid-1900s. Why a museum like this is so important is to preserve the history of not only baseball, but of our culture. It's kind of a dream job, really, in my retirement to be able to work here, and because I'm a baseball guy and I love history, love baseball, and it's all combined here.
Something exciting is popping up in Medina. Still to come, a great snack for game day.
Welcome back to our hour-long show dedicated to the sport of baseball. I have a great snack for you that is great to eat while you're watching the game, whether you're at home or on the road. We're heading to Medina to see what's poppin'.
Something's Popping is a gourmet popcorn shop located on the Medina Square. We specialize in over 50 different flavors of popcorn, ranging from classic cheesy flavors to chocolatey, sweet flavors. We also make our own hand-dipped chocolates, ranging from pretzels, Oreos, peanut clusters. We make our own fudge here, so we have plenty of different fudge flavors. We also have nostalgic candy and sodas. Medina Mix is the most popular. It's a mix of caramel and cheddar. Some people know it as Chicago style. Dill pickle is a very popular one. It's a little fun, but people still like that one a lot. Hot wing, it's a buffalo ranch flavor. It's a very popular one. My favorite is peanut butter chocolate. It's a caramel corn coated in peanut butter chocolate and drizzled with milk chocolate, so very, very good. We come up with different flavors ranging from customer recommendations, like, hey, we want to see something like that here. The employees that we have here, the team comes up with a lot of good ones too. We do a flavor of the month, so we constantly have to be coming up with different ones. So like this month was a mint chip flavor that came in from one of the employees here. Sampling is very popular here. You want to try, see what you like before you buy it. Flavors that people like to sample that are a little more crazy are like the dill pickle. It's not something you typically think on a popcorn, so they get the sample of it and they either love it or it's not their favorite. Popcorn's fun. It's a great snack. It's a lot of different things you can do with it. Something's Popping offers popcorn tins too. We have different sports tins, especially the Cleveland Guardians. That's been a very popular seller lately, so you can get those filled up, bring those home, watch it on TV with, while the game's on. Very popular flavor during this time of year with the Guardians playing is our caramel and peanuts flavor. So that's like, Cracker Jacks, a typical combination. Popcorn is a very easy, shareable snack. So you're going to your son or daughter's, baseball, softball games, and you want to grab a quick snack, just pop on by and, grab it on the way there. We can have it ready within a few minutes. So it's just a great last-minute, easy snack to grab for people. A lot of what we do here at Something's Popping is foot traffic coming in off the square, but we also offer shipping through our website because we've seen a lot of growth within the business because people come from all over the state of Ohio and surrounding states, and they come in and like, we specifically drive here just to get your popcorn because it's that good.
Here's what we're going to say. We bleed Ohio. And why? Because we need some baseball gear. And here, Dave has it at the 5th Street Arcade. And tell us a little bit about the different baseball gear here, because we got a long season and need a lot of different changes of clothing here.
Yeah, we try to do everything that's a classic look. It's going to last a long time, but we go with some old school stuff here. We got Corey Snyder we teamed up with, some of our favorite movie, Major League.
I love this Wild Thing.
Wild Thing, yes.
Yeah, he was just in town a little while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big Guardians fan. Best thing about Dave is here, he makes the stuff. So he's got the big workshop in the back. He's silk screening, doing all the stuff. You do the designs too?
Yeah, everything I design myself, print it all by hand. So old school, you know, you're pushing a squeegee.
Yeah, so you get off an airplane somewhere at another baseball city and you see this, you've got the only gear like that in that city, right?
Yeah, we don't have it anywhere else.
What's some of your favorites?
You know, I like the classics, just a simple script shirts.
How about this?
Definitely, you know, Joe Boo's one of our most popular. It's not Cleveland without a leg lamp. So we got our leg lamp baseball tee.
That is great. Hey, so when you come up with these different designs, do you have to copyright them like that, or when you get one that's already owned by somebody, then you can replicate it?
Everything's my own designs. I try to do stuff that's unique. I don't try and do slogans or things like that are easily copied.
Right.
Taking a photo, put a moon. You know, there's a lot of people who try and copy that, put a moon in the background, but nothing looks like that. So
it's amazing. You feel like you have a lot of influence over how the fans react to the logos and the team and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, you know, people will see stuff they like and they try and copy it on their own.
Right.
And, you know, it is what it is.
It's still wild to see Chief Wahoo up here, huh?
Yes, that's our local photographer. He provides postcards for us in the store, and he sells some of his own art prints.
Yeah, so baseball season's upon us. What kind of predictions do you have?
I always hope they win. That's all.
You got to do that. Got some more stuff over here. Who's this one right here?
Again, we teamed up with Corey Snyder right before the pandemic, and unfortunately that stopped us from having him come out and do some signings and things like that, and we just haven't worked anything out again yet. He's busy coaching most of the time.
There's the Wild Thing one, some of the other ones we've seen. This is probably the classic, huh?
Yeah, that was like a little retro feel, giving it a little worn-in look.
Ooh.
Nice and soft, some crew necks, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice fabric.
Yeah, we really like to have very soft fabrics. You know, I spend a lot of time looking and researching on some nice stuff.
You know, I've got some t-shirts at home that aren't that cool, but they feel good, and I'll wear them anyway.
Yeah.
So if you get both things put together, it's a home run.
Yeah, that was my thing. I always loved band shirts and stuff, but they always print them on the cheapest shirts they could find to make most money off it, and be trying to get everything that people want to wear a long time.
Yeah, it's great to see that all the stuff is created here. And there's a whole table of stuff here with the lamp included, right?
Yeah, we made our own leg lamp and football leg lamp to put in our window to draw people in.
It's a tricky one here. Got a familiar looking cat on it.
Yeah, we used to always go to the Forest games when we were younger at season tickets.
Okay, so we're at the 5th Street Arcade. We Bleed Ohio, do I have that right?
Yes, We Bleed Ohio.
Okay, we got that right. And when are you open here? And can people go to a website or something like that?
Yeah,
for you
we're open during the week, 11 to 5, depending on game nights. In the busy season, we're open a little bit later, but 11 to 4 on Saturday, and the website's webleedohio.com.
And can we find the shirts anywhere else?
Not right now. This is it.
There you go. That's an exclusive. So you come here, you get. And I tell you, it's a lot of fun to go up and down the 5th Street Arcade too.
Yeah, it's always changing. A lot of nice people that are here.
There's this one guy running around, a comedian guy. What was his name?
John Lord Paris France.
Hey, there he is over there. Hey. Always a lot of fun here at the 5th Street Arcade. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
We're heading into the dugout and talking game day vibes in Eastlake right after this.
They're on a mission to introduce the sport of baseball to a new generation of fans, and my friend here is one of the people behind all of the fun things they're doing. This is Andrew Grower. He is the director of ticket sales and partnerships. He's also one of the in-park hosts here for the Lake County Captains. Hello.
Hi, I'm so glad you're here.
So you guys are so creative and you're doing things in the most amazing ways possible. You're basically allowing people to not only fall in love with the sport of baseball, but the entire baseball experience. How do you do that?
It's so funny you say that. So we're community driven, right? Like we're in the schools, like we're in the heritage, we're into the culture. Anything that we can do to come up with a dynamic way to bring people here and celebrate them. That's what we do, Nicole. We celebrate. We celebrate Northeast Ohio, and we do that through our innovative themes and promos and things that we come up with.
So I want to get to that in just a moment, but for people who don't know, you are part of the high A class when it comes to baseball tiers. There's single A, double A, triple A, so you're high A, which is an exciting distinction for you guys.
It really is. Like no matter what affiliation you are, it's a big deal, right? Even to make it to the minor leagues, even to play collegiate baseball is impossible, right? You make it to the minors, you're 1 out of 100,000. High A is so dynamic for us because like we're 1 step away from Akron and we're 2 steps away from Columbus and 3 from Cleveland. And you'd be surprised how many of our guys, they suit up here during the season, and next thing you know, they're in Cleveland that year sometimes. It's wild.
So let's talk about the baseball experience.
Sure.
When you come here and you bring the entire family, not only do you have the chance to see some of the future all-stars.
Yes, it's true.
But you also get to enjoy the game in a different way because you talk about these promotions and giveaways, and you guys do some out-of-this-world stuff.
You have to think outside the box. You have to come up with dynamic ways to try things that are going to really encompass like Cleveland. And that's what we try to do. We try to celebrate Northeast Ohio, come up with things that happened in the past and bring them to life out here. Our reading program is really a special thing. We've done it for 20 years, and 30,000 kids every year read a ton of books, and they get to come out here with their families. Like community is really what we strive for.
I have never seen suites quite like the ones they have here at the Lake County Captains Stadium. I mean, why don't you explain to everyone?
We've always had our normal, incredible, fun suites, but now we've brought it to another level, right? So we want to be a place where when you come to a game with your company, with your friends, with your business, with your church, wherever it might be, try something new, right? Elevate it. So we have an 80s arcade suite, which is so much fun. NBA Jam, Pac-Man. Then you go right next door and there's just an amazing Christmas suite. There's an amazing Christmas suite. You open up presents under the tree. There's Christmas Story on. There's a train going up. It's pretty dynamic.
I mean, there's the 70s.
The 70s bowling suite. You get to bowl. You just get to bowl for no apparent reason with your friends, and you feel like you're back in the 1970s.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite would 100% be the bowling suite.
The bowling suite.
Oh yeah, it's taking it to the next level. I feel like I'm in the 70s. It's great. You can bowl, you can drink, you can have fun, chill out with your friends and your family. What more could you want?
Now, Andrew, you have been here a couple of seasons. What would you say is your favorite part about coming to a Lake County Captains game?
It's the fact that you come here and you're part of the show. It's a theater. Every half inning there's an innovative promotion that's going on to make you have an affinity for the game. And you feel that when you're here, because I promise you, whether you care about the win or the loss, you leave here wanting the Captains to win. We fire you up, and there's ways we go about it. It's pretty special.
Your enthusiasm is so contagious, Andrew, so thank you so much. And for more information, you can just log on to their website.
CaptainsBaseball.com. We're here. Go Captains.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. That's what a lot of people say when they're thinking about baseball. This is all about baseball. But right now we're going to hone in on the peanut side of the Cracker Jacks kind of thing. Hilson Nuts, folks. Why is this a treasure in our city?
Well, we like to say we're the hidden gem on the west side. We've been here for 89 years, David, and so proud of our family business.
I just loved it. When you came on the show, we got to talk a little bit.
Yes.
And we're talking about how this is one of the things that one of the few things in the world that still run the old-fashioned way, which is the better way, talking the fine details. Like, let's talk about peanuts. What makes your peanuts the best?
Well, freshness is absolutely the #1 thing here. So we buy this year's crop, we bring it in, we cold storage it immediately, and we roast by hand, which is a little bit different than a lot of folks do these days. Much is automated. Not for us. We do it by hand in small batch roasters.
And we're watching all the folks in here working. And how long have some of these people worked here?
Well, one of our oldest employees has been here for 40 plus years. We have another lady here for 28. Our cook, 37 years.
Yeah, and the machinery, how about that?
Oh my goodness. So if it's not broken, we don't have to fix it, and we have many 1930s era machinery that still works today beautifully.
Yeah, so I see Spanish peanuts are happening right now.
They are.
Yeah,
yes.
so how many different kind of runs do you have?
Oh gosh, so many. So we do everything from pistachios to butter pecans, we do walnuts, we do almonds, all of the top varieties of nuts, in addition to all of the peanuts as well.
Yeah, you can go online to buy these,
yes.
and you can also come here like during the week
uh-huh.
to Hilson Nuts and do that, and you can even have them shipped. But I got to tell you, Mike was on the show, and he gave me
yes.
a can of the fancy nuts, all
yes.
different kinds. I started eating these nuts, like I thought, wow, I thought the cashews were my favorite. Why did I think the cashews were better than any I've ever had?
Because ours are the finest grade, the most beautiful, the choicest variety. We work very hard, sometimes with the same farms that my grandfather purchased from, which are also family owned and operated. And again, we bring them in very, very fresh. We only pull them out when they're ordered. We roast them to perfection, and then they're packaged and ready to go.
Okay, so I ate the cashews, and then I went to the pecan.
Pecans.
Oh my goodness,
yes.
the pecans, they used to like blow your mind, they were so good.
Yes.
Crispy, you bite them, they explode in your mouth.
Absolutely. And again, choice varieties, this year's crop, very, very fresh, and always roasted to perfection, and sometimes buttered.
Yeah, yeah. Mike was telling me about they actually pour butter over the top of the almonds when they're coming out.
Me too, yes.
What's your favorite?
Oh my gosh, they're all my favorites.
I bet they are all your favorite. I don't know what my favorite was. I see when people buy them, they go online to buy them. What kind of quantities can they get?
You know, we're small and old-fashioned and artisan and do everything by hand. So anything from a 1 pound bag all the way up to a whole pallet full of 30-pound boxes, we can do it all.
Yeah, they're closed on Saturday and Sunday, so forget about that. But I gotta tell you, when I came in, I thought maybe it'd be like a little store.
Yes.
It's not, folks. When you come in here, you see exactly this.
Yes.
And it's just been doing it for how long?
89 years.
89 years. The building is so cool.
Yes.
You work great. Thank you so much for
much.
having us. It was fun to see Mike and all the guys, and it's been a real thrill. I'm nuts for your nuts.
Thank you, David.
Thank you very much. A toast to the sport, still to come, a happy addition to baseball season.
All right, we have one more stop in our hour-long baseball special, and we're toasting with the help of hoppydude. Check it out.
hoppydude, we actually started out Christmas of 2019. Chad got a homebrew kit, and he told me about it, so I got one myself, and we started brewing. Did some taste tests for people, and found out people liked the beer, so we decided to open a brewery. Our slogan is "Beer makes me a hoppy dude." It came about where I was thinking hops and beer, and then happy and hoppy go together. So we have a lot of people mispronounce it, and they do call us happy dudes, which we are, but it's hoppy dudes. You know, the more beer you drink, the happier you are. Chad's our head brewer, so we come up with recipes like flavors we want. We've had a lot of beers where it says it's a certain flavor and you really don't get it. So that's our main focus, is if we say it's going to be something, that's the flavor you're going to get out of it. So our inspiration is to take flavors that we enjoy, that we think would be a good beer, and then make sure that it comes out to be that flavor. Our best sellers, well, it goes by the season obviously, but our best overall is our DTF. It's a Mexican lager. We add a lime and a jalapeno in it. People seem to love it. Strawberry Blonde is very popular. We actually won a medal through the state of Ohio for our white chocolate albino stout. We call it the Betty. We have 2 pickle beers. So we have a dill pickle and a spicy dill, and they go like crazy. They were supposed to be seasonal. We've never taken it off tap because people keep on wanting it. It's not just a hint of dill. So it actually tastes like you're drinking pickle juice. We do have stouts year round, a couple of them that we do. We keep them light, they're not as heavy. That way you can drink them all year round. If you think of summer, you think light, refreshing. So that's when we have our strawberry, we have our coconut, we have our blueberry, things like that. And then they go away into the fall, and then you'll get we have one called Hoppy Fall. It's a caramel apple butter beer. Favorite part? I would say the people. You know, we both work full-time jobs and we're exhausted, and we come in here and the group of people, you know, we sit and talk to, they're very fun. This place is really small, so if you're sitting here or sitting there, you're in the same conversation. So it's really nice because we've gotten to know a lot of people. Very fun. We hang out with people outside of here and do things. The people are definitely the most fun for me. I know Chad would tell you that the brewing is the most fun for him.
Hoppy Dude is located in Hinckley. Well, we sure hope that you felt like this was a grand slam of a show. I sure think it was. And if you want that full list of all of the places we visited today, you can always, as we say, go to our website, fox8.com, and click on that New Day tab. I'm Natalie Herbeck, and we'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland. Play ball!